Hello, and welcome. It is so wonderful to have you here with us today as we explore something truly special, something that touches every single one of our lives. We are going to talk about friendship. Think about the people who make you smile, the ones you call when you have exciting news to share, or the ones who sit with you in silence when words are not enough. These relationships are the threads that weave warmth and strength into the fabric of our days, making everything feel a little brighter and more manageable. A real friend is a gift, a steady presence who reminds us that we are not alone. They are the ones who celebrate our victories as if they were their own, and who stand by our side when challenges arise. Today we want to slow down and really appreciate these incredible bonds. The Bible offers timeless guidance on how to build meaningful relationships. We are going to dive into a beautiful piece of scripture from the book of Proverbs that serves as a perfect guide for friendship. So I invite you to get comfortable. Perhaps grab a cup of tea and open your heart to this conversation. Let us begin this journey together and discover the incredible power held within true, heartfelt friendship. Life can feel like a winding road. We face pressures and personal struggles. In these moments, it can feel overwhelming. This is where a reliable roadmap becomes important. The wisdom found in Scripture can be that roadmap, offering direction. The verse we are exploring today provides a powerful instruction for building lasting friendships. It is about consistency, loyalty, and a love that endures. We are going to look closely at Proverbs 17:17. It comes from the book of Proverbs, designed to offer practical guidance. Let's dive into this scripture together. It is an invitation to deepen your relationships and become a beacon of light. Now that we have set our hearts on the theme of friendship, it is time to turn to the scripture that will be our guide. The verse we are focusing on today is a beautiful and profound statement that captures the essence of true loyalty. It is found in the Old Testament, in the heart of the book of Proverbs. Let's read it together. Proverbs 17:17 says, "A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity." Take a moment to let those words sink in. This verse is not just a nice sentiment. It is a powerful declaration about the nature of genuine connection. It speaks of a love that is not conditional or fleeting, but is constant and steady. It presents an ideal for us to strive toward, a way of being with others that reflects kindness, strength, and unwavering support. The beauty of this scripture lies in its simplicity. It speaks directly to our human experience, to our need for connection, and our desire to be there for others. It is a guidepost that we can return to again and again, reminding us of our purpose in each other's lives. To appreciate Proverbs 17:17, it helps to understand its origin. This verse is from the book of Proverbs, a collection of wisdom literature in the Bible. It's not law, but wise sayings designed to impart practical wisdom for living a godly life. Attributed to King Solomon, the Proverbs educate the young and guide those seeking purpose. They're memorable, easy to understand, and practical, covering real aspects of our human journey. Proverbs reminds us that relationships reflect our hearts and are a crucial part of our spiritual walk. By valuing friendship, it elevates these bonds, framing them as a sacred trust. Let's examine Proverbs 17:17. The verse has two parts. First, a friend loves at all times. This speaks to the consistency of love within a friendship. Second, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. This brings the principle into focus, highlighting support during hardship. The verse says, "A brother is born for this moment." Together, these halves create a picture of true friendship. Ongoing affection allows the relationship to grow. Resilient support holds firm when storms hit. Both are essential. By embracing both roles, we build relationships that are powerful sources of strength. A friend loves at all times. This simple truth is the heart of real friendship. It's not about grand gestures or only being there for the fun moments. True love in friendship is steady, showing up in the ordinary and even the difficult days. It's the friend who checks in when you're quiet, who listens when you're struggling, who doesn't walk away when you're not at your best. This love is patient, forgiving, and safe, a place where you can be yourself, flaws and all. When you know someone loves you at all times, you feel secure. You don't have to pretend. This is the foundation of deep friendship, being seen, accepted, and cared for, no matter what. It's a daily choice, reaching out, listening, celebrating, and comforting. Real friendship is built on consistent action, not fleeting feelings. By loving at all times, we create relationships that are reliable and strong. This is the kind of love that helps us thrive. It's the quiet, constant presence that makes all the difference. At all times means through every season, good and bad. A friendship that only lasts in the sunshine won't survive the storm. True friends show up, again and again, even when life gets hard. It's easy to be there for the celebrations, but real friendship is proven in the tough times. Illness, loss, or struggle. Sometimes it's just listening, helping with small things, or sitting in silence. This kind of consistency takes commitment and strength. It's not always easy, but it's what makes a friendship resilient. Being a friend is a promise to walk together, not just visit at the finish line. Consistent love is built on small, everyday choices. A text, a meal, a listening ear. When we love our friends through everything, we build trust and loyalty. That's how friendship becomes a true sanctuary. The proverb continues, "A brother is born for a time of adversity." In crisis, a true friend becomes like family, loyal, dependable, and strong. Adversity reveals the depth of friendship. It calls forth courage and selflessness. A real friend doesn't wait to be asked. They show up, help, and comfort without hesitation. Whether it's tragedy or a long struggle, they're present and active. This is love in action, practical, steady, and deeply comforting. Are we willing to be this kind of friend, one who steps into the storm? It means putting aside our own comfort to serve someone in pain. This is the gift of not letting someone face darkness alone. That's the true measure of friendship. Proverbs 17:17 shows friendship's journey from friend to family. Adversity forges a bond as strong as blood. The family we choose can be as vital as the one we're born into, especially in hard times. This transformation is rooted in action. Love becomes a verb. It's the friend who helps you move, waits with you in the hospital, or defends you when you're not there. These acts say, "Your struggle is my struggle, we're in this together." This bond grows from everyday reliability, building trust for the storms ahead. Crisis doesn't create loyalty, it reveals it. When friendship passes the test, it becomes stronger and more precious. The best friendships are both warm and strong, able to hold joy and sorrow. This is one of life's greatest treasures, a love that's constant and present in every season. That's the beauty of true friendship. Let's see this in action with Sarah and Emily, who start a community garden together. Their friendship grows as they plant, laugh, and work side by side. They support each other's dreams and celebrate every small success. Their bond is built on daily kindness and shared effort. The garden becomes a place of joy for the whole neighborhood, thanks to their steady teamwork. They're living out, loving at all times, encouraging, helping, and simply being there. Their friendship thrives in the sunshine, rooted in trust and affection. But life isn't always easy. The real test comes when things go wrong. Their strong foundation will be challenged by adversity. That's when the true depth of their bond will be revealed. The story is just beginning. One day, a storm destroys the garden. Sarah and Emily are devastated. Their hard work seems lost. Emily is overwhelmed, ready to give up. This is their moment of adversity. Sarah sits beside her, offering silent support. Then she stands and says, "Let's start with one corner. We can rebuild." Together, they pick up the tools and begin again. Sarah's action turns sorrow into hope. She becomes the brother born for adversity. Their friendship deepens, not by avoiding pain, but by facing it together. This is love in motion, rebuilding, restoring, and proving their bond is unbreakable. True friendship isn't just about sharing joy, it's about showing up in the storm. With every act of rebuilding, their connection grows stronger. This is the heart of Proverbs 17:17. Love that endures, rebuilds, and never lets go. Imagine your friend Mark driving home late one evening after work. The rain is pouring, visibility is poor. Suddenly, his car dies, leaving him stranded. He makes one quick call to you, explaining his situation before his phone cuts out. You grab your keys, an umbrella, and a flashlight and head out into the stormy night. When you arrive, the relief on Mark's face is immense. You say, "Don't worry, we'll figure this out." You help him make the necessary calls, wait with him until the tow truck arrives, and then drive him home. You acted like a true brother. You sacrificed your own comfort to provide immediate help. This is the kind of loyalty that cements a friendship for life. Let's consider another common but incredibly stressful adult experience: moving. Imagine your friend Jessica is in a bind. The lease on her apartment is up in 2 days, and the friends who promised to help her move have all canceled at the last minute. She is surrounded by boxes, completely overwhelmed, and on the verge of tears. The task ahead feels impossible to tackle alone. She is not facing a life or death crisis, but she is in a moment of high stress and adversity. She feels let down and completely alone in her chaos, a feeling many of us can relate to. When you hear about Jessica's situation, you see it for what it is, a time of need. You had other plans for your weekend, relaxing, catching up on errands, maybe a little bit of fun, but you know that a true friend loves at all times, and that includes the stressful, chaotic, and messy times. You call Jessica and simply say, "I'm on my way." You rearrange your own schedule without a second thought, not out of a sense of begrudging obligation, but out of genuine care for your friend's well-being. This decision to show up is where friendship proves its strength. You arrive at her apartment not just with willing hands, but with a positive attitude. You bring coffee, put on some music, and help her create a simple plan to tackle the mess. Your calm and cheerful presence instantly lowers her stress level. You spend the day lifting heavy boxes, wrapping fragile items, and making countless trips up and down the stairs. It is not glamorous work. It is tiring and sweaty. But with every box you tape up and every piece of furniture you help carry, you are communicating a powerful message. You are not alone in this. I am here with you. This is the very essence of being a brother or sister born for adversity. You stepped into Jessica's chaos and helped create order. You transformed an overwhelming experience into a manageable one. Years later, she might not remember every detail of that apartment, but she will never forget the friend who showed up without being asked and turned a moment of panic into a memory of support and camaraderie. Your actions spoke louder than any words ever could, demonstrating a loyal, family-like love that shows up when it is needed most, making all the difference in the world. While dramatic moments test friendship, everyday moments are equally profound. Loving at all times applies daily in simple ways we show up. A friend facing a tough week needs support too. A simple text, a coffee, or a listening ear can make all the difference. These small acts are the drumbeat of friendship, the glue between major events, creating a safe harbor. This prepares us to be a brother in adversity, embrace daily consistency and crisis loyalty to build life-giving, resilient relationships. How do we weave Proverbs 17:17 into our lives? It starts with showing up, being present for friends in tangible ways. Be there for celebrations, sorrows, and quiet moments. Make time for connection, showing that the relationship is a priority. Check in regularly with a text or call. Practice active listening, giving your full attention. Offer practical help during tough times. Offer specific help, removing the burden of them having to ask. This proactive support demonstrates your love in action. The second core step in living out Proverbs 17:17 is to consciously cultivate a sense of family-like loyalty within your friendships. This goes beyond just being nice or friendly. It is about treating your friends with deep commitment. Be fiercely loyal, trustworthy, and dependable. Be a guardian of their reputation. Be a keeper of their confidences. Treat their family as an extension of your own. These acts show that your loyalty extends to their entire world. This holistic care is the hallmark of a friend who has truly become like family. As we draw our reflections to a close, we return to the simple, profound truth of Proverbs 17:17. We have journeyed through its two beautiful halves, discovering the depth and power held within these ancient words. We have seen how a friend loves at all times, calling us to a steady, consistent affection that nurtures a relationship through the everyday moments of life. This is the gentle, life-giving rain that allows a friendship to grow deep roots. It is the warm sunshine of daily kindness and shared laughter that builds a foundation of trust and genuine connection, making our lives richer and more beautiful in countless small ways. Then we explored the transformative power of the second clause, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. This is where friendship reveals its true strength, rising to meet the challenges of life with courage and unwavering loyalty. We saw this in our stories of rebuilding a storm-damaged garden and showing up on a dark, rainy night. It is in these moments of crisis, both big and small, that a friend's love becomes a powerful action. They step into the chaos, offering not just sympathy, but tangible help and a steadfast presence that reminds us we are never truly alone in our struggles. Living out this verse has the power to completely transform our daily interactions and our most important relationships. It elevates friendship from a casual connection to a sacred bond, a source of immense strength and comfort. When we commit to being this kind of friend, we are doing more than just being a good person. We are mirroring the incredible, steadfast love that God has for each of us. We become a channel for that divine love, bringing light and hope into the lives of the people we care about most, reflecting a grace that is both constant and crisis-ready. The enduring legacy of a Proverbs 17:17 friendship is one of profound impact. The memories created are not just of fun times, but of loyalty tested and proven true. It is the memory of a hand reached out in a moment of despair, a voice of encouragement when we felt like giving up, and a shared silence that spoke volumes of love. These are the moments that shape us, that sustain us, and that build a legacy of connection that will last a lifetime. This is the beautiful, powerful, and enduring gift of a friendship built on this timeless wisdom. As we conclude our time together, let this not be an ending, but a gentle beginning. The wisdom of Proverbs 17:17 is not just something to admire, it is an invitation, a call to action for each of us. It beckons us to look at our own friendships and ask how we can love more consistently and support more courageously. Think about the people in your life right now. Who could use a kind word today? Who might be walking through a quiet struggle, needing someone to notice and reach out? The opportunity to be a Proverbs 17:17 friend is all around us every single day, in moments both big and small. Let this verse inspire you to be proactive in your love. Do not wait for your friends to be in a crisis to show them how much they mean to you. Build that foundation of loving at all times through small, intentional acts of kindness. Send that text, make that call, offer that compliment. Create a history of reliability and affection so that when adversity does strike, your support feels like a natural extension of the love you have already shown. Be the friend you hope to have, a steady beacon of light and loyalty in an often unpredictable world. Your friendship can be a safe harbor for someone. I encourage you to take a quiet moment today to reflect on this beautiful scripture. Let its truth settle into your heart. Perhaps you can think of one specific action you can take this week to live it out. Maybe it is offering practical help to a friend who is overwhelmed, or perhaps it is simply listening with your whole heart to someone who needs to talk. Every small step you take toward becoming this kind of friend sends ripples of love and strength out into the world, making it a kinder, more connected place for everyone. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the heart of true friendship. It has been a joy to explore these powerful words with you. May you go forward with a renewed appreciation for the friends in your life and a renewed commitment to being a friend who loves at all times and stands strong in adversity. Let's continue to bring this beautiful wisdom into our lives, building connections that are deep, meaningful, and true. May you be blessed, and may you be a blessing to others through the incredible power of your friendship.